Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room recap for Wednesday, April the 4th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address, and here is a link to get into our free room. It is totally free. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our trading room. And this is a link for a subscription. I open the room, I start my screen sharing at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, and I get live in the mic at 9:05. I typically go to about 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and 3 o'clock on Fridays. Just bear with me one second. I actually had done the video before. It was a fantastic video, and unfortunately my microphone was off. So just let me get my chart loaded up again. And so we can take a look at what's happened here. Just one second. Just get my chart up. Okay. So, if you were in the room yesterday, you know that Spotify, SPOT, did an IPO. I called it anyway, a pseudo IPO. What they did, they basically bypassed the investment bankers, thereby waiving the fees, and they were able to kind of launch an IPO. I think a lot of people were wondering how it would work. We're not so much concerned about the success in terms of the share price, but just the mechanics of what happened. And it seemed to launch all right. There was a market. People were buying and selling all day long, and so we may see other companies in the future with their IPOs, depending on their needs. They may try to do the same thing and to bypass the fairly exorbitant investment banking fees that are associated with doing an IPO. Anyway, yesterday when this came on, there were no shorts for me anyway at Interactive Brokers. That's typically with an IPO the first day. So, but look at this. I mean, it dropped from 168 high, about $20 down to 148. So this was one that I wanted. I was really interested to see if it would have shorts available for me today. So when I got up this morning, I quickly loaded my brokerage platform, and there were 2,000 shorts available. Not that I took 2,000 shorts, but I ended up taking this short right here at about 145.30. And look what it did. The market opens and gets all the way down to 136.31. I covered most of my position right here at I think it was just a tad less than $7. Yeah, a little less than $7. And then on the way up, I closed it out right there. Now I re-entered the short at 139.45. I think it's yeah, it's right here. In fact, it's one. Yeah, I think it's right there, 139.42. Just as I was doing well, as I said, the first video that daily video that I did, I'd said to everybody that I was very interested in reshorting this under 140. So anyway, I'm back in this one. Now let's take a look at the day. There's the SPY. So there's the pre-market action in the SPY. The market actually opened about 500 points down. You know, all the news of trade war with China really affected the market on the open. But as we have said time and again, the best days to trade are days that look like this. In other words, when the market starts putting in a recovery. Now it is pulling back a little bit here, but this was such a great recovery. I mean, the market, as I say, was down over 500, I think, when on the open. Almost got back to even, I think. It almost got back to even. And these are fantastic days. What works well? Well, let me just back off the SPY here. Let me make sure I've got the symbol linking. Yep. So what works well? And this is one that you can have. I'll share this one with you if you want it. But take a look at a NAB as an example. So what this is called is the gap down reversal. So exactly as it sounds. Gap down reversal. I know a lot of people are in the room are in this one. And unfortunately I'm not. I mean, I was doing other things. But I mean, look at this. I mean, this is just fantastic. And we saw many like this. Maybe not quite as dramatic, but there's the gap down reversal. Let's see if I think Moser, yeah, gap down, reversal. So this obviously, a lot of these will mimic the SPY because the SPY gap down and then reverse. So a lot of stocks did that. And so again, if you want this window, there are actually 4 alert windows in here. Gap up continues. That's exactly what it sounds like. So the stock would have gapped up, and very, very few stocks gapped up this morning with the market being down 500. Uh, Gap down reversal is what we just looked at. Gap down continues. Not that many actually did a gap down continue because again the market rebounded, and very few gapped up. Gapped up on the open and then reversed. So this was certainly the star of the day. These are this is something to absolutely look at on days in which the market starts out really really weak and then puts in a recovery. Okay, what else did I do today? So I know I've confused the room horribly, but I am on a test Holly server, or a test Holly version. All right, we're now calling it Holly 2.0. It is not available for everybody, or for anybody to be that. And so everybody else is on what we call the normal Holly, and I am on a test version of Holly. And one of the Holly alerts from there was SIG. Got the alert at 3605. I didn't take it right away. I think it actually dropped down below 36 and then it came back up and it looked like it was basing at 36. And so I took the alert right here at 36, I think it was 3609. And then look at the move it made. I got out some at 36, I think it was 3671, and then the balance at 3648, and it come back. But why did I take this one over others? And I didn't have very many to choose from that Holly 2.0. But as I always say, not all Holly alerts for me are created equal. So when I saw this though, first of all, big bottoming tail yesterday. What does that mean? The sellers tried to knock it down. Well, they did knock it down, but the buyers took over and actually closed it above the close, above the open. And here there is a continuation. But again, you look left, just look left, and you see, at 36, at the break of 36, you've still got maybe $2.50, before you get to that area up here. So that, to me, made it something that I absolutely had to watch. Okay, and that's obviously that's why I ended up taking that trade. Get the time frame back to a 15-minute. Now, I also took Caldera. No, Cloudera. Sorry, Caldera. Cloudera. Cloudera did not bounce. Cloudera had earnings after hours yesterday. This is the move area. Just got hammered. Here's the pre-market. The 10 area kept moving down. This stock is down 40%. All right. Now, the guys in the room, they were telling me, the ones with Holly 1.0, they were saying, "Hey Barry, Holly is looking to short this one just over 14." So I started watching this, and the minute it dropped down below 14, I took the short. I think it's right at, it wasn't 13.99, it was 13.92, and right on that candle there, that red candle there, and look what it did. It got all the way down to 13.59. This was a really, really quick trade. I covered most of it at 13.63, and then unfortunately it popped back up, and it kind of got me out of the trade at 13.76. Moving back down now, but I sort of took advantage of the best of Holly. That was probably one of the better Holly alerts from the normal Holly, and then combined with my Holly alerts that I'm getting from the test Holly. And one other trade, don't want to go over it really. It was a CLLS, was a very quick trade. I want to get back into the room. As I say, I've had to sort of redo this video, so I do want to get back into the room. So just bring back my screen sharing, your screen capture program. Hopefully this worked now. Any questions for me, you just fire an email, info@trade-ideas.com. This is a link for the free trading room. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas. A link for a subscription to Trade Ideas, instant 15% off with the promo code that is there. If you take out a monthly, it's 15% off the first month only. Of course, if you take an annual, it's off the whole year. I'll open the room tomorrow at about 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I'll start to share my screen. I'll get live on the mic about 9:05. And hopefully we'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye.